Parents, how did your child unexpectedly lose their life? My then 13-year-old son saw on the internet that nutmeg can get you high, so he mixed 5 tablespoons of it into a glass of water, drank it, and went into cardiac arrest about half an hour later. Nutmeg comes from the myristica plant, which is the same plant that mace comes from. Nutmeg, as it turns out, can be poisonous in larger doses. My son approached me, clutching his heart, falling over, and pale as a sheet. I knew that an ambulance wouldn't get there in time. I put him in the car and sped to the hospital myself. I remember looking over at him, struggling to breathe, and thinking please don't die, over and over. They took my son straight into emergency, stripped him naked and put him on a gurney, where they shortly had to use the paddles on him to stabilize his heart. In the US, whenever a child is hurt, a social worker interviews the parents to make sure that there isn't any parental abuse or neglect involved. I am standing over my son, unsure of whether he will live or die, when this guy with a clipboard comes in and wants to interview me. I said, "Look. If you can honestly tell me you have ever heard of a nutmeg overdose, or believe there is seriously anything I could have done to predict or prevent this, I promise I'll listen to whatever lecture I'm about to get. Otherwise, I think we're done here." The guy just put his pen behind his ear and walked back out. My longest night was wondering whether my boy was going to die because he made a stupid mistake based on something he read on the internet. I was so angry at the unfairness of that. He was in the hospital for a couple of days after that. It ended up that he was okay, but they said if I'd gotten him there even a moment later, we might have lost him. The hospital then put nutmeg on its official list of potentially hazardous substances. Update, he died anyway. He took his life at the age of 24. This was one of 5 times I saved his life, only for him to die anyway.